Okay, here we are with Europa, and here is the first 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, we play 8B and 8 high E, then we play 10 high E and then hammer up to 11 high E and play the 10 high E again, getting this phrase. Then we play 8 high E to 11B and then hammer from 8B to 9B. And that gives us the very, very first figure. Then we play 11B, and then we play 8 on the high E. Then we hammer from 8 high E to 10 high E and play the 8 high E again. Play 11B, and then slide this 10G up to 12G. And add a little bit of vibrato there. So the second figure. Okay, so let's just play those 2 figures together, then we can move on. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, here's the next 4 bars. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, we play 8B to 9B to 11B, then we slide up to 13B and then play 11B again and make that note a short note. So that whole phrase. Okay, then we play 9B to 8B and then hammer from 8G to 10G. So that whole phrase. Then we play 8 on the B, 8 on the G, and then 10 on the G. Then we play this phrase, which is 10G. Then we play 8 on the B, 9 on the B, then hammer from 9B to 11B, then play 9B, 8B, then play 10G, 8G. Okay, so that whole phrase, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then we play this little phrase. Okay, so I'm going to put that in context in a sec so you can hear how it sounds, but let me just give you the notes. We pull off from 10G to 8G, then we play 10D to 8D, then we slide down from 10 on the A string to 8 on the A string, and we pull off to the 6 on the A, like that. Okay, so far we have. Then we slide back up and play 10 on the A, then play 6 on the A, and then play 8 on the low E. Okay, so let's just play that last phrase. 1, 2. Okay, one more time. And let's just play the whole 4 bars and move on. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, here we go with the next 4 bars. Now, they're exactly the same as the first 4 bars that we played. The only difference is there's a stab on the very first beat of the bar, which is the top part of a C minor chord, and that's going to be 8 on the G, 8 on the B, 8 on the high E, and you just stab, and then you rip into the lick. So let me just play these 4 bars for you with that extra stab, and you'll hear how it goes. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, here we go with the next 4 bars. They're very similar to a figure that we've played before, but with a couple of subtle differences. So let's go through it. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so we do the same figure as before. And the difference is the phrasing of that 9 to 8 on the B and the hammer from the 8 to 10 on the G. And then this time we just hammer from 8 to 10 on the G. Then this figure's slightly different. I think the first part's the same. We play 10 on the G, then we play 8 on the B to 9 on the B. And then we hammer from 9 to 11 on the B. Then the difference is we play this 9B and then a very quick hammer on and pull off between 8 and 9 on the B. So it's like, and then slide from 10G to 12G. But do remember with this type of instrumental, if you want to learn it verbatim, fine. But obviously what's happening here is there's a basic figure going on and it's being improvised around, and you shouldn't be afraid to do the same thing, or at least use the same thought process. Okay, so let me just play this whole figure and we can move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Here we go with the next section, and this is going to last 3 bars. And it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so we play 12 on the G, 13 on the B, 13 on the high E, and we bend it twice. Okay, so that little figure. Now that second bend lasts a whole bar, okay? 2, 3, 4. And then just after the first beat of the next bar, you let the bend down and then pull off to 11. Then play 13 on the high E and you slide it to 16 on the high E. Now you might notice that note sounds a bit out of key, and I think it probably was a mistake at the time that they felt sounded good, or it was a good take. And they decided to keep it. So let's just do this little section slowly, and you'll be able to hear how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Hopefully you could hear that note being pulled down and then slid up to that 16. And then at the end of those 3 bars, we have like a little 2-note thing that leads us into the next section. And that is 12 on the G and 11 on the B. And they go into the next section. So let's just play the whole thing one more time and move on. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. The next section is a 2-bar section, and it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're playing 10 on the high E, then we're playing 13 high E twice, and then we're pulling off to 11 on the high E. So we get that little phrase there. Okay, then straight after that 11 we bend the 13 high E up a whole step. Okay, so the whole thing. Then we play 13 high E to 11 high E, then pull off from 13 high E to 11 high E. And we hold that 11 high E, and then kind of in a blues style, we hammer back onto that 13. Then we bend 13 high E up a whole step, and then bend it again without striking. Then strike it twice and bend. Let it down. Play 13 high E, 13B. Okay? So let's just play that little phrase, and then I'll play the previous one as well along with this so that you can hear how it sounds. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. And now let's put those last two phrases together. 2, 3, 4, 1. 4, 1. Okay, next section, 3-bar section with one note played on the first note of the 4th bar, and it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're pulling off from 13 high E to 11 high E to 10 high E. Then we pull off from 11 high E to 10 high E and jump across the string and play 12 G. Okay, so far. Then we strike this 10 on the G and pull off to 8 on the G and then slide down to 7 G. Okay, so that phrase. Then we bend 11 high E upper whole step. Pull off from 11 high E to 8 high E, then play 11 B to 8 B, then we do this lick, which is bending 10 G upper whole step, letting it down, pulling off to 8 G, and then finishing on 10 D. Okay, so far. Okay, then we play 8 on the B, 8 on the G, 10 on the D. Then we finish off with this phrase, which is playing 8 on the D, sliding down from 10 on the A to 8 on the A, and pulling off to 6 on the A, playing 2 on the 8 low E, and then hitting the top part of that C minor chord again. Okay, it sounds like a lot, so I'm going to play it really slowly through a couple of times, and you'll be able to hear how it goes. 2, 3, 4. And this time a little bit faster, just to put it into context. 2, 3, 4.